This year I turned 15. Back in April. And one thing I knew I was going to do this year is watch as many rated 15 horror films as I can. First year I can, I'm going to do that, along with rated 15 action films such as Rambo, or Rambo Part 2 and 3 at 18. I'm not going to talk about that. But then I'm thinking, okay, I'm making a list, looking at ones that are 15, looking at what are 18, started doing my research. I'm like, oh, Psycho's a 15. I've heard that one's amazing. I've heard Alfred Hitchcock do a brilliant job with that one. That's what I heard. 95% Rotten Tomatoes, same with audience. And I'm just like, okay, that's no one, I can find that. So I found it for free on Dailymotion. I started watching it. I was ready. It was 1 a.m. I finished Rocky 3 hours ago, the first one. Great, amazing film. Did a review on that back in... Oh no, I'm filming this. Back in May, earlier this year. So, yeah. But with Psycho, it's a 60s film. I mean, I was prepared. It was 1 a.m. I turned down the lights. Turned them off, actually. Turned my monitor, turned up the volume. Sat in the chair. I was ready. I was ready to be scared out of my shoes. Scared out of my boots. Shivering. And what do I have to say for myself? It wasn't scary. And I was disappointed. That's why I wanted to watch a horror film. I wanted to get scared. I've never been scared by a film before, except The Lion King. I'm not really going to say my first proper scare from a film is The Lion King. I know I was not 4. I was nearly 14 when I watched The Lion King. But Psycho did not scare me. It was 1 a.m. I was on my own, in the dark, loud volume, screen brightness to max, sitting in my chair, and it wasn't scary. None of the scenes were. I got bored halfway through and fell asleep. If you're into classic horror, you've already seen Psycho. If you're not into classic horror, then don't watch it. That's what I say. I mean, I'm going to recap the plot. It's all about a woman who has her job at a bank, and then she gets a big deal, 40k, and you need to deposit this and then bring it back or something like that. So, oh, okay. She drives off with 40k. Then a police officer starts following her, and she's getting annoyed. So she's like, car dealership, can I train this car in this car? She's like, oh, yeah, I'll train this car for this car. Yeah, why not? Why not do that? Just do that. And then she starts driving again. The police officer, she loses him, and then she's just like, oh, it's late at night, I'm going to stop at this motel, this little quaint motel. There's no one there except this one guy, but apparently he's with his mum, and he's talking to her about, like, dinner, and then, like, his hobby is stuffing animals, and he's just like, oh, okay, he's a nice guy. Oh, I hope he doesn't get murdered. And then, like, a couple of minutes later, she's like, the shower scene. Then the stabbing starts, and I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm going to get scared. Please get scared. I'm just like, oh. It's not that scary, actually. Maybe not that bad. I thought it'd be worse. By far, really. Like, wasn't that bad. I'm just like, oh. Is that all? 15? Is that all you're allowed in 15? Was that all that Alfred Hitchcock was allowed? Really? I was like, oh, okay. And then I fell asleep shortly after that bit. But then I woke up at 4 a.m, continued watching for around 10 minutes. I think I got to a bit where she got killed. And then he cleaned up the stuff. But then I continued watching it the next morning, and I basically finished it. And I mean, I'm just like, oh, so now her friends and family are looking around. They know she stole the money, but now we're trying to figure out, is she dead? And then, yeah, she's dead. We're trying to figure out why there was a normal guy, but actually his mum's with him, but he's not. And they check, and actually he's multiple personality disorder of his mum. And his mum's now a murderer, but he's the mum. And his mum's personality's taken over, so he's an actual psycho, which is where the film Psycho come from. I'm just like, oh. So he's taken over the personality of his mum. it may seem like a really scary plot back then, but I'm just like, now, I was disappointed. It's my first ever proper horror film. Alfred. I mean, did you felt so bad for playing not a butler? So bad. But the film, people say it's a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, Psycho's a 10 out of 10, Psycho's 9 out of 10, sure one best picture, sure one best picture, that kind of thing. I'm just like, bro, the psycho glaze needs to stop. It's not a 9 out of 10. It's not an 8 out of 10. It's not a 7 out of 10. It's a 6 out of 10. 6 slash 1 0. 6 out of 10. Doesn't deserve that much praise. Alfred, I hope your other films are better. Because if that was a 15, bro, if that was a 15, the rest of mine, of yours that I have a PG, I'm just like, bro, what is bro allowed to get away with? Saying the word damn or something. And that's like, oh, no, I mean, actually, the word damn was actually nearly cut from Gone with the Wind in the 1930s because it was a really bad word, but actually it was in the book for historical context, so it was allowed to keep in. I know that because of Angry Video Game Nerd. Or James Falford personally plays him. I'll just try to pad this review out, really. Because I've got not much to say. It's an empty film. Great concept. Great concept. But it only got given a good rating. The direction is great. Yeah, David did a great job of directing it. But I think that's the only good bit about the film. The directing. The directing is amazing. It's not his finest work, I don't know. It's one of his films I've seen. First horror I've seen. What I do know is it's just good. Unlike other films that are meh. Meh. It's not meh. Not, oh my god, you need to see this now. It's good. 6 out of 10 means good. That's what I'm gonna say. That's all I need to say. It's just good. But that's all. Goodbye. And remember, if you try and get stabbed in the shower, just randomly move and you'll probably avoid them for another 10 minutes. Yeah.